Hello and welcome to HealthyHouseplants.com, where we teach you all about gardening in the great indoors. Today's video is sponsored by our Amazon affiliate link, which you'll see in the description below. You'll also see in the description below any links to videos I mentioned in this video. So today I'm going to talk to you about some of my top favorite, easiest houseplants to grow. These are great to do if you already have a big collection, but you want to add more, but you don't want to add anybody that's real picky, or like a maidenhair fern, or if you're new to gardening, you want to have lots of good luck, or if you know someone who you're going to gift a plant to, and you know that that person is new to gardening, and you'd like them to have good luck, these are some really great choices, great plant species. So the first one is this big guy here, and this is I'm move it around a little bit here. This beautiful plant here is a Peacelily. They're really nice. This girl just finished blooming, so don't have any blooms to show you, but has a really nice white spath flower on it. So it does flower. It's one of the few flowering plants that you can grow in your house that are very easy to grow. So I would definitely suggest this. It's Spathiphyllum, also known as Peacelily. It is also a mega air cleaner, and I have a video on how houseplants clean your air. So I would definitely suggest putting this beauty into your indoor houseplant collection. I do also have a video on how to grow Peacelily. So really easy plant. It's a little deceptive when you look at her because you think, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I'm sure it's a hard plant to grow, but actually she is not hard to grow. Another plant species I absolutely love, Dracaeanas. And there's tons and tons of different types of Dracaeanas. Here's two beauties right here. They have marvelous variegated leaves on them, which give you a lot of color. I have another video on variegated plants and how beautiful they are and how they give color to an indoor garden, even in some respects kind of replace the lack of flowers that you might have indoors. There are some flowering plants, but they're not as many as you would have outdoors. So you get that color spectrum indoors with the variegated plants, and Dracaeanas are some of the best in terms of variegation. They are also super easy to grow. I also have a video on growing them. Love them, like I mentioned. They are drought. They will respond pretty good to drought, although you don't want to do it all the time. But those are some of the top things to look for too in easy to grow plants, and I do have a video on that as well. So the Dracaeana, love them. Corn plant is another very common one, and they also get to be big plants as well, and they're still easy to grow even when they get big. Another really nice one is the Philodendron. I did recently do a Philodendron revival on another guy, which is a lime green one. So these are, and that one had been sorely neglected and then was given to me to revive. So, but that being said, it is a very easy plant to grow indoors. Any plant. Just as a caveat, any plant that you don't water, obviously is not going to make it, or that you have in a dark closet, or that doesn't get enough light, but providing that you give them the basic requirements for growth, these plants here will do very nicely for you. They will forgive you when you forget to water them. They will forgive you when you overwater them a bit, but only a little bit. When you chronically overwater, I have a whole series on root rot. You will get root rot. So just keep that in mind. But if you're learning and you're trying to figure things out, these guys are going to say, it's okay. I'm going to spring back. It'll be all right. Don't worry. Peacelily is mentioned, easy to grow. This guy will be flopping and you think, oh my gosh, I killed it. You water it and she will come back to life. Okay, another easy guy is the Sanseveria. So I love this plant, very architectural, very easy to grow. It is a succulent, so you don't, the only big thing here, caveat here with this plant is not to overwater it. You want the soil to go dry. So, and I have various videos on when to water, how to know when to water, etc. So Sanseveria, nice, great plant because you don't even need to water it that often, and it will continue to grow and continue to look gorgeous in your indoor garden. And it will, as mentioned, be very forgiving and a really good teacher. Another super plant is, very nice plant, have several videos on this, is the Pothos here. This is one that is super easy to grow as well. Great vining plant. It will grow in just about any indoor environment. It also does well in mixed planters, as this is here. As you can see, it's growing with a croton. Crotons are a little trickier, so I'm not going to put this in the category, even though it's in here, but I wanted to show you the Pothos and how easily it does adapt to small quarters, and it'll adapt to mixed planters, and it'll adapt to different types of lighting. And if you don't water it, it will drop some leaves, but it will still be alive for you. So I do have a video on Pothos care as well. Okay, now another plant which I absolutely love, going to move this plant here a little bit, get him out of the way because I'm going to need the space, is the good old ZZ plant. This plant is lovely, easy to grow, super easy to grow. I'll show you the leaves here. And this one, I do have a video on how to grow this one as well. It is nearly indestructible. So unless you overwater the ZZ plant, you are going to have really good luck with this plant as well. And last but not least is one of my favorite plants, and this is the Arrowhead plant. I also have a video on growing them. I just love these plants, the arrow-shaped leaves, and they are so easy to grow. They actually like a lower light than a lot of plants. So they will grow in medium to lower light, not dark light, but medium to low light. They actually don't do well when you put them in too much sunlight, or too bright of a light coming from a window. They also come in variegated forms. This one has a little bit of pink in it. There's some that are limey or green. There's some that have more variegation in the leaves, and this one will just keep growing and growing and growing for you. It also does stand up to drought as well. So these are some of my favorites as mentioned. There are other plants that are also easy to grow, but these would be at the top of my list for you today. So thank you for stopping by today. Please leave any comments about any indoor gardening tutorials you'd like to see. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And if you're a subscriber and want to be notified when we upload new videos, please check the bell.